Remember, no shooting anybody, no bullshit, no shenanigans.
I'm a little tarded, so you have to tell me where to go here with the rest of them.
Go right over here, Lucky.
User joined your channel.
You guys are shooting at the castle, right?
Shooting at the wall in front, below where people drive up on top. We're gonna be shooting at that rock wall.
Okay.
Basically, the rock wall on the Echo 6 space.
Okay.
Does Bill know not to shoot? The Bill 4 tanks guy.
Nobody should be shooting.
I'll put a message out.
Thank you. So who am I missing? So, Lucky, you should be going over there underneath where you see Ironsides and slow your roll. Pestilence can stay where he is. Tigger, Shocky, and Nash. Doug, you should be going over here. Or over here.
Hey, Bob.
All right, Dank Meme, you should be down underneath, actually.
I'm riding
Right.
two Baldwin.
Keck, why don't you back up a little bit, please? Okay, it's right about here. Kick your vehicle a little to the left, Camel. Right there you go. Tank a little just left, please. Tigger to the left of Reaper.
User joined your channel.
All right, Tigger, give a little left on your front left, please. No, don't back up. Just kick it. Tap your left arrow. Tap your left arrow. There you go. Up a little bit, Shocky. A little more.
About 2 rows or 1 row?
1 row is fine, right here. All right. Now,
Got Nash coming up behind us.
Wasn't
Nope.
it was
Dinesh,
and
come
not
over
Shocky,
here.
wasn't it?
Move over a little.
Yep. In between Keck and I. Keck, you want to move over a little closer to the tank, please? And Nash, before you line up, can you knock down the outlook, the outpost right there? Thank you very much.
1 extra here, Bob.
Yeah, 3,
8.
6.
I think Shocky's your
Yes,
extra
we
there,
do.
Paul.
Shocky is the. Well, I did call Shocky, so I will not fire, and I will be the sergeant of the guard. Look how we got that shit all planned out unintentionally. Little left on your left arrow, D-Nash, a little bit. On your hull. There we go. All right. So I'm going to start it off, and first and foremost, I met WONGHO when I started playing this game 8 years ago, and I had just been laid off, from a company called Hewlett Packard, and he's a good old boy. Him and a bunch of other individuals I became really good friends with, and our friendship developed over those years. And he and Deb were very gracious and always thinking about my son, who happens to be autistic, and my daughter, and always thought of them around Christmas and always sent their blessings. I'd be hard pressed to say I haven't met many people like John or WONGHO who looked out for other people. You know, you might have had a spat with him, but he wasn't somebody that was going to hold a grudge and be angry with somebody. He took care of folks, and he always was concerned about people in the game as well as out of the game. And I think he was one of the great men that I can acknowledge as being a man of his word, a man of integrity. He shared his faith and yet didn't beat people over the head. And you know, I miss him a lot, and yet I still remember him, and I'm going to keep remembering him, and I'll probably still keep checking TeamSpeak to see if he's logged in every time I come onto the Clause server. So I apologize, it was a little long-winded. You do only have 23 minutes, but I want to give anybody a chance to say something, and then right before we are going to fire our volley, we'll have our special words that were requested. So I'll go. Tank, you got anything you want to say?
Sure. Okay, a lot of you may not know it, but I'm not just a friend with him in the game. I was a real world friend with him. I'd spent time at his house with him and his wife. I had gone and world tank activities, with him, and nothing but a good time. He's one of the best men I ever knew in my life, and I'm gonna miss him. And I got to express, I went to the funeral, and during the funeral, his online gaming was brought up, and it was talked about, and how much he had a passion for all of us here, and cared for all of us here, and his family, wanted me to express that to everyone, that that you all were family to him. You were his other family, his online family. Debbie called it his imaginary family, and it's pretty cool that they accepted all of us, that his family did, as if we're the family too. So yeah, I'm gonna miss him. Yeah, it's hard to say goodbye to somebody that it just really is.
Yeah. Keck?
I'm good.
All right, brother. Nash, you want to say something for the syndicate?
On behalf of General Lee and all of Claws, Wong would be very missed in the community. He was a great friend to everyone in this community. So rest in peace, Wong.
Campbell?
I met Wong 2 years ago, dude. Awesome guy, one of the coolest guys I met online, dude. Patient, that's why I hung out here. And he will be missed. That's all I got.
Roger that. Reaper?
Wong was a friend. He was my friend, and like you two guys, Tank and Baldman, I had the chance to actually go to Wong's house, have dinner with him and his wife. I'm fortunate that my son Tyler, legendary, we actually had the opportunity to have beers with him this past summer. John had called me almost every day after the loss of my youngest son, and I'll say that heaven's a better place today, and him and Brendan are up there laughing and just probably designing their own World of Tanks game, I'm sure.
with no OP vehicles, I'm sure.
With no artillery, I'm sure.
All right. Tig, you want to say anything? You want to pass your choice?
Yeah, based on that last comment of Reaper, he would have been sitting in here now and going, I wish I had my artillery. Yeah.
Shocky?
I'm just happy to have met him and been able to talk to him. He did a lot for us. I'm really grateful.
Yeah. All right. Pyrodex, I know you're another one long time Friend, would you like to say any words?
And pestilence.
Pestilence.
His words are.
I didn't know. I probably knew Jen the shortest amount amongst all you guys. But it's like I've known him for my entire life. We became fast friends quick. Godspeed, John. I'll miss you, friend.
Warthog would like to say something on behalf of 49.
Please.
Thanks for putting us in, giving us a home, and he made us
User
feel
joined
welcome.
your channel.
All you guys did. Thanks.
Yep. Rafiki.
And I don't mind the
Fair
Warthog
winds and following seas.
Yep. Trip.
Wong was really a great guy. He put me in the clan, and I really enjoyed working, playing with him. He was kind of like a guidance guy at times because I wasn't a great tanker, and kind of showed me a lot of tricks to do. Really appreciated it. I miss him a lot.
Virginia Mountain Man.
Wong was one of the first ones to bring me in and put me in a clan. Started me out when I had nothing but a tier 7 tank. I played with Wong for many, many years. Wouldn't miss talking to him, popping in and hollering at us from time to time. Even though I've been burned out of the game a while, I never forgot about it.
Yeah. Lucky.
Mine may be just a tad long, but forgive me. Some may or may not know the hardships I've had in my life, and if it wasn't for him, I still wouldn't be in this clan because he allowed me the time that I needed to get over things in my own personal life, and he was just always a friend, no matter what, and he will be sorely missed.
All right. Anybody else that wants to say something? Just take your time, one apiece, and say it.
Hey, Bald, I'd like to say something. My mic was muted a while ago.
Yep.
I met Wong in this game a long time ago, and from clan to clan, I stayed with him. He was good to me, supportive and everything, and had a lot of fun with him while I was gaming with him, and I'll miss him.
Thanks, brother.
I just want to be real quick. I remember the day that we brought a bunch of Roland players over into F-3, and it was like the first time I've, part of like a big clan with Clan Wars experience is the way I took it. And, most of my World of Tanks career I felt like has been played with F-3, and I've known Wong. And what a great guy. I mean, the opportunity to go down with my father and, have a couple beers with him this last summer was a great opportunity, and he was a standout guy, that's for sure.
Soldier would like to say something. Wong was not just a leader of the clan, he was a great friend to anybody. If you just need to talk to somebody about some problems, I know when I was having some personal issues, he was always around to talk to and give great advice. And I will always be thankful for that.
He was a great man. Amen. And I envy the musicians that he gets to see.
Scarce, I'll say something. Wong, you're gonna be missed. You're gonna have it's a big hole to fill.
User
in
joined
this
your
clan.
channel.
Your passing, and there's not gonna be anyone else to stand up to World War II geniuses' crazy picks.
I'm somehow glad I was brought into this for some odd forsaken reason.
Did I?
Yeah, I'd known Wong way back when, 8 years ago when we first met up. It was Pyro, Baldwin, Virginia. I feel as though I've broke away and feel as though I've lost knowing the man. But whenever I came back, I always gave him shit and he put up with it. He was a beautiful man. Yeah, all I can say. Rest in peace, Wong.
Drummer?
Wong was a great guy. We had a lot of discussions, politics and things, and we didn't see eye to eye. But he was always, we always end up being friends in the end. It's easy to get along with.
Mares, you want to say anything?
Rest in peace.
Big D?
Wanted to say that Wong was, me, it seemed like he was like an old soul. I mean, you could always talk to him and everything, and he always listened to you, and he'll be sorely missed.
Roger that. Anybody else, feel free.
Yeah, I would like to say something. Wong was really helpful. I haven't really met him for that long as you guys have, but he was always helping Reforged Clan as much as he could. He reached out to us during the campaign, and he was always trying to figure out where we would land and how we could work together and do that. And as the first commander taking this position, he gave me tips. He was helpful, and I really I don't think I've ever gotten any help from any other clan besides Wong.
Anyone else? All right, before we fire our volleys, I want to I'm gonna leave everybody with one little thing, and this one little thing is going to stick with you, and it's kind of why I intended it this way. I'm sure over the time of your different conversations with Wong, you might have noticed that he had something other than an Australian accent or a Kiwi accent or a California accent like myself or anything else. He was from the great state of Texas.
Here.
He was a very proud American and a very proud Texan, and he had little things he'd say every now and again. Sometimes different folks would get different versions, but one thing that always stuck out in my head, and I still would josh with him every now and again, was he would pretend that he wasn't a smart man, but I guarantee you he's one of the smartest, most insightful people I've met in the military, out of the military, and in technology. Very sharp individual, and he'd play up that good old boy bumpkin shit a good plenty. But one of his best things that I always laughed about was he'd say something was more gooder. Now he knew what the right word was, right? We all
more
know
gooder.
that.
Yeah.
But it was more gooder. And that was a way of lightening a moment or emphasizing that it was important or good, truly good. And I think that Wong always tried to see the good in everything and everyone. And he would always try to ensure that people knew that they were important in any capacity, in any way, in the game or out of the game. And I think that on an ending note of this moment, that as we remember him and reflect on our relationship with him and playing a stupid video game, that there is
User joined
good
your channel.
with others and with everyone, and to just try to keep being more gooder people. Friends, parents, siblings, just kind of in our everyday life. All right, now what I want everybody to do is look across from our firing position and do not aim at Ricky 9525 nor at Token Lore, but at that wall in between them. Everybody should orient their gun barrels at that. Don't worry about moving, Ricky. They're not going to shoot you. Just turn your turret and look at the pretty explosions that are going to happen there. All my gunners and everyone else should be zoomed in. I'm going to show you where I want you to fire. I am going to fire a marking round only. This is where I want my gun salute to look, and only my vehicles on this side in the firing line will fire, and they're going to fire 3 volleys when I say so. Here's my marking round only. Do all of my honor guard acknowledge that point?
Check.
Affirmative.
All right. Then I had somebody wanted to say the one last thing before the rounds go down range.
Yes, Baldman. It was an honor, my friend. It is your time. Your fight is over. Bless.
Honor guard. Ready. Fire. Reload. Give me an affirmative when you are loaded. Ready. Fire. Reload. Ready. Fire. Rounds complete. WONGHO, sorely missed and lovingly remembered. All right, now I want that evil, nasty little scout to drive around in front in that flat area. There you go. Just drive like a maniac. Right there. Back up. Get back up on that high ground. There you go. All right. Honor guard only. Fire independent as the target bears.
I'm dying today.
Somebody hit him. All fired at least one ding shot.
He's a fast little bugger.
Yeah,
Yes.
Mom would be laughing at all of you.
He said you
No,
still
some
get
people are
shit.
going to be fired.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, someone.
Oh, there's 2.
Oh, his wheel's down. He's toast.
Oh yeah, he's toast now.
Now he's dead.
Oh. All right, everyone.
I could've repaired
everyone,
it.
weapons free. Kill
User
each other.
joined your channel.
Oh shit.
How did I get started as the first to go?
Well, that one was expected.
My own guy shot. What is that?
Wow.
He's got
God
already.
damn it, shoot the same tank for crying out loud.
Somebody bring her in.
I hear me
Focus
say,
fire,
ping
focus
the
fire.
target, ping your target.
Oh, there goes Bald Man.
I know some people here need to work on their focus fire.
I don't know. Reaper got pretty blasted right there.
Nash is hiding behind Keck. He's gonna call that out right now.
Oh.
Oh, scratch my name.
Yeah, that was me. Pulled in front of me.
All right, kill the green tanks, and we can get on to the
User disconnected
festivities.
from your channel.
Thank you all very much for participating.
You guys are still playing Speak and Poke.
Also, guys, don't forget that Lucky's amongst you, so...
Yeah, put the squeeze on.
He hasn't been hit once.
Yeah, the turret's turned to
I got the kill.
Hey, Lucky, you're about ready to just get roasted right now.
Push him out there, boy.
The hill, not me, the hill!
He's on fire.
No
Seem to
cap,
lost this top
kill.
there.
4 vehicles to kill. 4 vehicles to kill.
Well,
Shock,
I'm gonna
you
run
got
and get his ass.
you got an ELC behind you. Give a nice HE round. Behind your tank.
Yeah, I see.
Okay.
Hey, it's just like a real puppy match.
Camping fools back here. Oh, 1100.
Oh, so close to shot.
Now everyone gives up and charges.
Sorry, Lucky. Fix bayonets.
Hey, Duo.
Yo, Prelude.
I'm glad I caught you, and I'm glad you gave me information so I can be part of this battle.
Man.
I just want to know who's going to help me pick up this turret to carry this thing off. That's all I want to know.
Probably me, since I blew it off.
Yeah. Well, get over here.
Who you blowing, Duo?
I knew it was coming.
Lucky.
Oh boy.
Somebody has to say it.
Doesn't take long to get back there.
Lucky, you're getting lucky tonight.
I'll make sure to bring the tweezers.
You better bring pliers, my friend.
Fly.
I'll bring needle nose.
Yeah.
All right.
Who shot me?
Good job, everybody. And I'm sure Wong was laughing away there.
Hold on, man. I want to know who shot me.
It's the guy in the tank.
Everybody.
No.
All I know is they shot Lucky.
Yeah, I know. I was doing good till the rat bastard ratted me out in the end.
Oh, the asshole ratted him out. Yeah, he was doing just fine.
Are we in
All
the
right.
training room?
So exit the training room. And grab yourself a tier 10 tank. And we'll do a massive count in and see what we get.
Oh god, we're gonna get banned.
Thank y'all. Y'all be good.
All right, take care, brother.
Take care.
Thanks, Dave.
We're gonna crash the server on this.
Later, Par.
We will find out.
This will be interesting.